And we're back.
Round 2. Oh, wait a minute. That's Mortal Kombat. Finish it. All right. Thank you, Justin. All right. So back to what we were saying.
All right.
BRCC. Yes. Hey, look. See what happens. Rex Luthor and Crypto jumped up on the table while we were gone. While we were on that
magic.
I know. Kapoof. Yeah. Yeah. Who knows? Let's go. All right. But no, I don't want to hit the tail because then it'll play the Superman music, and then we'll get cut because we don't own the rights to the music. It just no.
You just tell me you're John Williams and maybe they'll cut you some.
I wish.
I'm sure they.
But no, BRCC, it was awesome. So Dev, and your crew, you guys,
They knocked it out.
you knocked it out of the park again this year. Want to thank all the. Number one, we got to see a lot of vendors that we hadn't seen in a while.
Right.
We got to see a lot of friends we hadn't seen in a while,
Right.
whether it be other costume people or cosplayers or vendors, regardless. Other people that are in Dev's staff. Just the BRCC family up in that area was awesome.
Right.
The people coming in was awesome like crazy. So yeah, it was good. I didn't get a lot of photos. I know you got tons of photos of people.
Right.
Your experience.
Every year that I show up as anything other than Austin Powers, I get told, "Why did you do that?
Yeah.
You got to come as Austin Powers." So last year, I was practically threatened with bodily harm. You better wear Austin first. I'm like, okay. So I wore Austin Powers.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, when you do Austin Powers,
Right.
it's more than just the costume. You've got to sell it, So,
Right.
So it was the whole accent and the saying stuff that sounds dirty but really isn't. And
Groovy, baby.
groovy, baby. Go on that joke family. I can't tell you how many women came up to me and said, "Shall we shag now or shall we shag later?" And I was just like, But anyway, the best part was when Rachel showed up.
Oh, she
And
couldn't
Lincoln
quit
was
laughing.
She couldn't quit laughing, which is the whole point of the
Oh,
thing.
yes, yes.
And she's like, "I can't even with you right now. I can't even." So that made it worth it. Just to
And
just to
then
make
you
her
pick
crack
up a group.
Yeah. Well, she was dressed as Catwoman.
Yeah.
So of course I was making all sorts of cat jokes, like, just what I'm looking for, and and ooh, leather and a whip. Well, no, baby, I'm not judging you on your kinks, but okay.
But I mean,
she's over there just dying. And
it was just, it was awesome. Now, Friday, now again, seeing, Steve, son of again, the last name I still mess up.
Constantino.
Steve Constantino, who was the Gamorrean guard. It's pretty sad. I can say Gamorrean guard, but I can't say Constantino. Constantino. Constantino.
Constantino is a wire.
Yes.
Constantino.
Again, awesome to hang out with him. He actually come over by our booth and bought some stuff. So that which is awesome.
Yeah.
Which I got to send him some other stuff too.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I mean, the interaction we get. Ross Mark one was, there was some other stuff that happened during the show. I'll leave it at that.
Mm-hmm.
But which is cool. But no, Friday, and then talking to Ron Simmons was, again, awesome. Getting to reconnect with Ron and then getting to hang out with Ross again was, timeless because, getting to hang out with Ross is just, I got to talk to him a little bit about about my endeavors, some stuff I could probably help me in my endeavors into acting. So he gave me some helpful tips on that. But then talking to Steve was awesome too. Saturday. Now, this weekend was a little bit of a. I had people question me on my suit, on my Friday suit attire, on why I did it. So a lot of people who know me and have been following us for the last several years. Now again, Sunday was the 10-year anniversary of my father's passing. He passed away again 10 years ago, but again, he was the one that got me into Superman, watching superhero stuff, and ultimately not only got me watching all the Superman stuff, but also got me into law enforcement as well. Third grade, Daddy, just like every kid, Daddy, I want to be a cop, or I want to do what you do. And well, here I am now, 24 years into law enforcement. My dad did 42, but apple didn't fall far from the tree. I mean, now my dad wasn't as big of a nerd as I am when it comes to comics,
Right.
But again, when it comes to Lone Ranger, a lot of the old time westerns, Lone Ranger,
Is your tank toggle?
Yes, Lone Ranger, John Wayne, Clint Eastwood,
Juan Jane.
Yes, Roy Rogers, and all that.
Juan Jane.
Juan Jane.
Sounds like a Mexican.
Yeah, I didn't say that.
I know, but I'm throwing it out there. Sounds like a Mexican.
Juan Jane.
Juan Jane.
Yeah.
It sounds like a Mexican gunslinger.
That was, Lou Ferrigno.
Hi, Chuck.
Hey, Chuck. So, but Lou Ferrigno, Kirk Allen, George Reeves, that was the stuff I grew up watching with my dad. So my first introduction into superheroes was from my father. So now being able not only to play a superhero when I go out and do Heroes for Kids, but following his footsteps as law enforcement is a big honor for me. And I do what I need to do.
Lone Ranger and John resigned.
Let me see.
Lone Ranger
and John. Wait a minute.
He took it back off.
Oh, okay.
He took it off. He's retyping it.
Okay. Chuck, it's going to be good seeing you this weekend. And I have you taken care of. We were talking about this the other day. I have you taken care of. If you want, instead of you judging, you want to help just watch the costume contest. I've got you taken care of, brother.
Okay,
what do we got?
Lone Ranger and John Rain.
John Rain and Lone Ranger. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, it's but no. A lot of people. I wore the regeneration suit, which is, if you're familiar with the Death of Superman, back in the '93 series, when Doomsday took Superman out, or when he was resurrected and had the black and silver suit. And then they modified it here a couple years ago when they did Superman and Lois, the comic book series. It was a 6-part comic book series. And this was when the new 52 Superman was, they were killing off the new 52 Superman in the 52 world. And pre-crisis Superman was coming back, and he was wearing a modified version of the regeneration suit. Right. I was wearing the modified version of the regeneration suit over the weekend. Now, a lot of that also, well, again, what does black represent? More, not necessarily mourning, but right. But again, around this time, you had number one, the death of Superman in Batman v Superman. And then unfortunately I was dealing with the passing of my father. So what better way to honor, pay homage to both my dad and pay homage to Zack Snyder's Batman v Superman movie, which I believe the actual date of that is March 16th. I think is the date when it come out.
Yeah.
So actually it'd been tomorrow. But
no, today is the 16th.
Okay, so it would have been today.
Right.
We did the so what I did was I wore the regeneration suit in honor of my dad, and so that was what that. So that's the reason why I wore the black suit at on Friday at BRCC. Now Saturday, per Ross Mark One, we had met 3 years ago during the writer's strike.
Mm-hmm.
When he was 4 years ago when he was down in Cape Girardeau.
Right.
And he could, because remember they had Stephen, or what's it, Colossus, and they had Ross and Colossus.
Right. Yeah. I know.
Well, Ross couldn't say anything. He was telling me he wanted so bad to get into the photos with us because they were getting ready to do X-Men 97 was getting ready to come out.
Right.
Season 1.
Right.
He voices Charles Xavier.
Right.
He wanted to come over and take pictures with us, but he couldn't because he couldn't say anything about X-Men 97.
Right.
So here we are, you and I, Gambit and I think you did Wolverine that day.
Yes.
So we're standing there, Gambit Wolverine with Colossus.
Right.
From the Deadpool movies. From the Deadpool. So we're standing there doing our thing with him, and Ross is over there going, God, I want to get over there. I want to get over there. I want to do. He was wanting to get over there and do his little pose,
right.
But he couldn't because he couldn't talk about him being Charles Xavier.
Right.
So,
I mean, couldn't he have just had his picture taken, not said a word, and been fine?
No, because we were doing an X-Men photo shoot.
Okay.
It would have been breach of contract.
Okay.
Oh, I talked to him about it. Yeah.
Hey, Santa.
Hey, Santa. So we kept showing up in different areas at different cons that Ross was at. And he was like, now he can talk about it because the writer's strike was over.
Right.
He's like, yeah, I'm Charles Xavier. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And I only brought Superman to the show.
Right.
So for 3 years, I've been trying to get to a show. There has always been a reason why I've had to do Superman at a convention that he's been at,
right.
And we haven't been able to get the picture of Gambit and Professor X together.
Right.
We did it Saturday. We finally got our photo together as Gambit and Professor X.
Right.
So, which was cool.
Right.
So thank you, Ross, for that. That was awesome. But yeah, no, BRCC was awesome. Heroes for Kids got to raise just over $400 for Heroes for Kids, which that money goes to helping us put on this show and our 2 beneficiaries. So, which we're looking at, awesome. The more money we get, the better this show is going to be, and the more money we get to raise for these 2 awesome organizations. Now, for this coming weekend, as in 4 days, we have SI Con in Benton, Illinois, at the Benton Civic Center. $5 admission to get in. We have, I'm just going to scroll up a little bit. That way I can get a little bit more of her. Well, first off, we have the talented voice actor, Patricia Patz. And if you know who Patricia Patz is the voice of Peppermint Patty from Charlie Brown. So let me see if I can do something real quick. Whoop. Okay, here we go. Here's Peppermint Patty singing for you all.
I used to think think maybe you love me now, baby, I'm sure. And I just can't wait till the day when I walk in the door. It's coming up on 21st from 10 until 5. And I just can't wait till you
Not drunk. You got dizzy, fella.
It's happening at Benton, yeah, Benton Civic Center. Oh, it's happening at Benton, oh, it's gonna feel good. Oh, right now it's gonna feel good. Now Haven, Burton, Potshout will be there. You know that it's true.
Turkey.
You won't have to wait a lifetime. So
I'm sorry.
She voiced Serena from Pokemon, and when she played Blue. Oh yeah, yeah. And Wyatt Wheat from Star Trek is coming to play too. It's happening at Benton, yeah. Benton Civic Center, whoa. It's happening at Benton, whoa. It always feels good. Oh, right now, yeah, it feels good. Hey gang, it's Patricia Katz, a voice of Peppermint Patty, and I will be coming to Benton, Illinois to the SI Comic Con, and I am telling you, you do not want to miss out on all the crafts, comics, toys, artists, cosplay, video games, and tabletop games that we are going to have fun doing. And it's on March 21st at the Benton Civic Center, so bring your family, bring your friends, or heck, just come by yourself and meet some new people who like to geek out like me.
Good grief.
Yeah, don't it feel good? Oh, yeah, it feels good.
Well, she's walking the dog.
Baby.
All right.
Yeah.
So we got Patricia Patz. That will be the voice of Peppermint Patty. Will be there. And maybe her little maybe her little dog too. Because that's what it was in the video. Just saying.
She was in the sunshine.
Yes. Next, she mentioned it on her Haven Paschal, Pokemon voice actor. Let me scroll a little bit. Man, hey, and there's a Dr. Doom on this photo, and Superman's coming up from behind getting ready to take him out. That's literally what that photo is.
Right, yeah.
I mean, Superman's ready to take out Dr. Doom. See, he's going to finish Doomsday before Avengers Doomsday before Avengers Doomsday even happens.
So Avengers Doomsday comes
That
out.
was a pretty
It's
cool
a 5-minute
photo.
flick. And
Superman comes out and goes, and then we're done.
Does he have any Infinity Stones for the Infinity Sword? I'm like, no.
Well, see, the problem is, Superman uses the Super Sword,
Right?
which is the one of the top 3 most powerfulest weapons in all of comics. There's only 2 other swords. No, seriously. Google it. Superman does have a sword, and it's within the top 5. I'll go top 5 most powerful weapons in comic history, and that's DC and Marvel. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I know somebody's going to Google it and go, no, not since the 1930s. Let's see. She voiced Serena in Pokemon and Bloom from Link Club, Winx.
Winx.
Okay. She is an actor and a writer known for The Woman in the Window, Shrek the Musical, Frankenstein Reborn, Winx Club, and of course, Pokemon. So that is Miss Haven Peschel. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. This weekend, or this Saturday. Then we have from Star Trek. And a lot from Star Trek The Next Generation. Third season, called the third season episode Higher Ground. He was also on Star Trek Voyager, Caretaker. He was born in the Springfield area of Illinois. And the one thing I like about it is, I'll let the other one slide here in a minute, but he was the Boar Predator from Predator 2, which is a good movie. Yes, it is a good movie.
Right.
But Boar Predator from Predator 2. And yes, I know I'm a Superman fan, but he rocks the cape and cowl of Batman.
Yes.
In the Dark Knight Returns YouTube movie. And it's awesome. He also has a movie, I actually got to go see it, at the top of the darkness, dark at the top of the stairs. Awesome. I'm still waiting on my DVDs. And then also he's in another movie that may be coming out sooner than we think. We're just waiting on more info. It is called Blood in Baton Rouge, Volume 1, the Derek Todd Lee story. I know he's in that one because he plays the mayor. He plays the mayor in that one, and
and thus your boss.
Yeah, because I'm one of the detectives in that movie. So yeah, I got to learn from Wyatt a little bit. So hopefully, yeah. So we have Haven Peschel, Wyatt Weed, and Patricia Patz will all be at the Benton Civic Center this weekend, or this Saturday, the 21st, from 10 to 5. So come out, let's have some fun. There's Heroes for Kids will be there, Foam Forgeries will be there, and many, many, many other awesome vendors. Again, tabletop gaming, cosplay contest, more than likely dance contests, all kinds of stuff for everybody to have fun at. So yeah, it's going to be an awesome weekend this weekend at in Benton, Illinois. So, and that is on the 21st from 10 to 5 at the Benton Civic Center. There, I pulled back up.
Yeah.
So let's have some fun this weekend. Then the next 2 weekends, I believe we have networking shows that we're going to be at. So come on out, check, and I may or may not be in costume. I'm going to try picking a costume to wear. I just don't know what I'm going to be doing. Because again, they're driving like halfway across the state on both of these. They're driving almost all the way across the state for both of these shows. So
when is Easter this year? Is that
the 5th.
The 5th?
The
Okay.
5th.
Okay.
So yeah. So everybody definitely have a happy Easter on that as well.
Yeah.
So again, we have, Deb, awesome show at BRCC. Definitely looking forward to what you bring next year. And looking forward to Matt and Katie Wyman for SI Con this weekend. Well, actually this Saturday in Benton, Illinois. So definitely look forward to that. And that'll take us pretty much to the end of this month.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we will be at Planet. One of the days. Again, I don't know if I'll be in costume or not, but we're going to have some fun that weekend as well. So, any good stories? I know we've talked a little bit about it with you being between the camaraderie between you and Rachel as Austin Powers. Anything else that you had that were going through at BRCC
as Austin Powers?
Austin Powers, or even yourself?
Oh. Oh, when I would go out, but when I went outside to, go get some lunch and everything, of course, I ran into John Blackler and his wife.
Yeah.
And, so
I was out of costume by the time they wanted to get a picture of me in costume, but I was out of costume.
So we hammed it up out on the front steps. John Blackler is usually a very serious individual, and so
yeah.
But
He hams it up on everything.
yeah, he hams it up on everything. So, but yeah, we had a lot of fun talking with him, and like I said, a lot of women came up to me, people I didn't know their names, never met them before, and they were like, "Tell me, Austin, shall we shag now or shag later?" So I had to do that whole, well, there's a hotel right up the road, baby. We can just go up there. Well, we can just go into the con and just sit there. Although it might have been a little cramped in a Blueberry, but yeah. But anyway,
On a side note,
I think Austin really got their mojo from.
hold on. Do I got to do this? Hold on. Let me see if I can do this right without knocking anything over.
Right. I'll hold the ransom holder.
Yeah.
Ransom for $1 million. What? $1 billion. Billion.
Ooh.
Yeah. When a problem comes along, you zip it. Who was it that was doing the Dr. Evil voice and nailed it?
Awesome place if you love pizza, Quattros. Or, yeah, Quattros. Yeah. Now that's in Carbondale, Quattros.
Yes.
Not where we're going to be at this weekend. That's going to be in a couple weeks. So.
Now, but
I'm gonna go work on my other barn.
when you do a British accent and you put a little bit of
Stank on it.
Cockney accent on it, oh darling, it's hard to break out of it when you get home. I'm come walking in the door at midnight. Karis was still up, and I was like, "Hello, darling. I'm in home," and she's like, "You can stop now." He's like, yeah. But anyway.
I do the same thing when I do Gambit, when I do Superman. I don't doubt you do the same thing with Batman too.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing about doing Batman. You spend all day dropping your voice out there and putting no smoke behind you. And it's like trying to get home and doing bail. Then when you get home, then it's like, hey, Jeff.
But no, with Superman, it was funny. What was that?
General, would you care to step outside?
No, it's not this way. General, would you care to step outside?
And he goes, no, I'll pass.
Thank God, it's Superman. Huh? I mean, Diddy!
What I've noticed is there's kind of a plot hole in Superman 2.
Okay.
Remember in Superman 1?
Well, wait a minute. Now, wait a minute. Are we talking, and yes, I'm going to deep dive in here. Are we talking Superman 2 or the Donner cut Superman 2?
The original Lester version.
Okay, the Lester version. Okay.
Got it? Okay. If you remember in Superman the movie,
right,
Miss Tessmacher takes the necklace off of Superman.
Right, and
throws
shuts it into the sewer.
After she kisses him, she throws it in the sewer.
Right.
Okay.
A very good kisser. I'm just
right.
Okay, come on.
But anyway, Lex knows that kryptonite takes care of Superman, weakens him, right?
Right.
So he knows this.
Right.
So does he have Otis crawl down in the sewer and get that kryptonite back? Does he try to find some other kryptonite before he confronts these guys?
Well, now, again, on that note, he doesn't realize. I don't think he actually realizes that she throws it in the sewer because he's not in that era. Area when she does this.
Right.
But so as far as him, and as far as her knowing, because if you've noticed. In Superman 1, when she does that and launches it down the sewer, or it goes down the sewer, she just does a Hail Mary.
Right.
And it just so happens to land on the storm drain.
Right.
Okay, so he doesn't realize that that is even going on until, no cameras are even on that.
Right.
So as to him even knowing that that's going on or being able to rewind the video to find out what's going on, he doesn't know. All he knows is when the rocket over Addis Ababa or over New Jersey,
Right.
goes
Hoboken
goes. That's when he realizes that Miss Tessmacher did something.
Right.
So as to him being able to, so it is assumed he has no idea where it's at. And she is, if I'm not mistaken, she is, Miss Tessmacher, I don't believe, is in the second. Yes, she is.
She is. She breaks him out of prison.
That's right. That's
now,
right.
Can you tell me that the greatest criminal mind of our age
You almost made me spit that. Okay, we're shaving your head and making you Gene Hackman and Luther.
He can make a track finder to find the Fortress of Solitude out of a boombox, but he can't find the lousy stinking rock that's down in a drain in his place.
It's in the sewer. It probably went back out into. It's probably it has probably washed out into the bay somewhere.
But he's also got money. He could went to Addis Ababa.
Oh, hold on. You know where the plot thickens, don't you? You know the reason why he doesn't find it, and you know the reason why.
Maybe it's covered in poop and he doesn't want to mess with it.
No, well, not only that, but Miss Tessmacher's very convincing on getting her way.
Right. I wonder how.
Okay. There we go.
Okay, but still, if I were Lex Luthor,
but again,
and I knew I was dealing with 3 Kryptonians, I would have walked in there with that kryptonite on a chain around my neck, and in a split second, any of them would come close.
But see, that was the thing. He didn't. That was the thing. As far as he knew, it was gone. So the plot is he finds the next best thing. He finds out where Superman's hiding where Superman hangs his cape up at night.
Right.
Okay. So when he gets there, what does he do? He learns as much as he can. Honestly, I think at that point in time when he's doing his thing in the fortress, honestly, I think he already knows that Superman is Clark. I think at that point, they don't hint on it, but I got a feeling they know that he knows at that point in time, Superman and Clark are the same one. Or one and the same.
Well, it doesn't take a genius to figure that out. I mean, he's like, remember what he said? He said, you hold on to that little girl there. She's his press secretary. He gives her all the exclusives, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So he knows that somehow Superman has some kind of relationship with Lois. And it shouldn't take him long to figure out, this guy that's wearing the suits that are about 2 sizes too big and slumps over, he kind of looks like the guy with the S on his chest. So, Lex is too smart to not figure it out. He is. In fact, I wouldn't doubt if Perry White.
And the comic books is a little now, and the thing is if you even go to we just jumped right off of topic when it comes to us talking about our shows,
right?
But that's cool. We'll get to this one before we get off of here,
right?
But no, that's like Batman v Superman. We'll go back to it since it's Luthor knew who Superman was.
Right.
Luthor knew who Batman was.
Yes.
And for everybody that wants to jump on the bandwagon of, oh my God, that was the worst Luthor, that wasn't Lex Luthor, blah, blah, blah. Listen to the dialogue in the movie.
Right.
That's not Lex Luthor. That is Lex Luthor the second, the third, whatever. That is not the Lex Luthor that we are all. That is the son of Lex Luthor. That is the billionaire that is That's the billionaire's son that has issues, not the billionaire son that created LexCorp, that created everything, actually everything Luther. That was his heir. So again, that if you look at it, that was Lex Luthor, the heir of the Luthor enterprise, not the Luthor that everybody says, oh, created everything. So again, you're catching the sibling coming up and doing all of this stuff.
Right.
Not necessarily not the sibling, but yeah, the sibling coming up and doing all of this stuff and manipulating into the world.
Right.
Well,
Frank,
the new Superman movie, I don't doubt, with 3 years, it states in there that 3 years he is, he studied Superman for 3 years straight. That's the reason why Ultraman could beat him, and Luthor was playing Mortal Kombat with him on, and beating him. You can't tell me that at that moment or sometime in that movie he did not. He knew that Clark and Superman were the same person.
Well, as you know, he went into the fortress with his
right, and right there should have been
and he found the corrupted files, and figured out that. Okay, maybe Jor-El and Lara weren't as pure as Clark thought them to be, which is kind of a major.
I didn't care too much for that,
but it would stand to reason if he has access to that. He also has access to all that footage of him growing up as a child and his parents playing with him and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So you knew if he
by that
before
he does now. Yeah.
Yes, I would agree with that.
Yeah. So now, again, it's, that's like even in the new Batman comic book right now, Joker is pretty much, he's hanging on by a thread. He's in a vat of chemicals that are keeping Joker alive, and he snaps out of this coma. Mm-hmm. And in the last several pages of, spoiler alert on the latest Batman issue, Batman and Joker have dialogue with each other. And as, Batman's walking out of the hospital room, and I'll show you the comic.
Right.
As he's walking out of the medical room, Joker turns around and looks at him and basically goes, see you later, Bruce.
Right.
And then Batman goes, and you see that look in his face like, oh, crap.
He knows who I am.
Exactly. Joker snaps out of it and knows everything. Yeah. And it's just like,
that makes him 10 times more dangerous.
Yeah. So now Batman's like, well, what do I do now? Yeah. So, I'll show you that issue. I've got it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's,
well, that's the thing about superheroes, especially with Batman. He goes out of his way to hide the secret. People who actively try to seek out his secret identity never seem to find out. But those who don't care to know, don't want to know, or it doesn't affect them in any way, it's easy for them to figure it out. Ra's al Ghul knows, and Lucius Fox knows, and
Catwoman
knows, and Oswald Cobblepot knows, and
Ivy
Joker
knows.
now knows, and Ivy knows. They all
Bane knows.
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody that Harley Quinn even knows. And, So it's like Amanda Waller knows. So the average Joe doesn't know.
Right.
But it's like some of them are like, he's a useful tool, so we'll allow him to continue on. Others are like, that's part of the fun, the game of knowing
that's
who he
all
is
the
and
fun. Yep.
trying to tear him down.
But Superman now, and the thing is the funny thing is with Superman, Lex could ruin everything, but the problem with there's that Superman. It's a little different, and this is going to sound Luther pretty much put himself at a crossroads almost. Because, well, Superman ousted himself about a year and a half ago, or a little bit longer now.
Right.
Okay. And it went on for several months and went all the way to the War World issue. Okay. And where then DC did the big relaunch.
Right.
And brought back out Superman. And after the War World saga, where Superman takes out and frees War World from Mongol.
Right.
When he comes back to Earth, Luthor captures
Manchester Black.
Manchester Black. Thank you. My mind's going 90 to nothing on it.
Right.
He captures Manchester Black and then lobotomizes not lobotomizes, but has Manchester Black. He's hooked up to this massive mind wiping regime.
Mm-hmm.
And he mind wipes the whole world except for a few people.
Mm-hmm.
That Superman and Clark Kent are the same, or one and the same.
Right.
And the caveat to it was that if anybody remembered that Clark and Superman were the same person, it would cause a brain aneurysm and it could kill him, or it would kill him.
Right.
So pretty much he destroyed the whole world.
Right.
Okay. Case in point, when Superman flies in from the mission, when he swoops into the Kent farm, and because Perry White is going to the Kent farm for a dinner with everybody, Superman swoops in and goes, "Oh my God, Superman's Clark," and then passes out. Superman rushes into the hospital, and then he finds out that Luthor did everything, kills Manchester Black, and then almost kills Luthor, but leaves him to where he's got the breathing apparatus in space, and then flies him down and takes him to prison.
Right.
Okay. So, again, Luthor pretty much, so what happened? And it is known that Luthor did this. That's the reason why he's in jail. That's the reason why he was in jail. So he's in jail for crimes against humanity. Because of what he did, but in the hindsight, they can't tell humanity what he did.
Right. Because if it did,
because if they tell it, because then they kill everybody.
Right.
Then it's going to be is Superman's main few people that love him. That he didn't mind wipe, Superman and Lex. That's it. Everybody else will be dead. Because of Superman, because of it.
Right.
So it's almost Superman has to trust him. They let him out of jail. But if Lex slips up, he kills the whole He kills the whole world population.
Right.
And then he's the bad guy.
Right.
The ultimate bad guy.
Right. Killing 8 billion souls.
Yeah.
Yeah. I seem to remember a comic where Batman and Superman are on the roof of the Daily Planet. And Batman looks at Superman and he says, "Do you think Perry White knows?" He goes, "I think he suspects. He's too smart a newspaper man not to have figured it out."
I remember that one.
Okay. Yeah. So, and then he said, "What about Commissioner Gordon? Do you think he knows?" He goes, "He's too good a detective not to know. He just pretends so that he doesn't stop the mission."
Right.
Okay. So it would not,
verbally coming out and saying, "Oh, that's Superman." Yeah.
But like in the movie Superman, Jimmy knows.
Oh, and have to.
And Perry's like, how long they've been dating? So he knows Clark is.
Yeah, has to.
He has to.
Well, but the thing is I love the fact that I love the throwback to it where Guy Gardner, Nathan Fillion's character, goes, "The hypno glasses. You know about the hypno glasses? And they're like, well, if she doesn't know, she does now.
Yeah.
And she's like, yes, I know about the hypno glasses.
Yes.
So again, they brought in a little bit of that old, that 1940s, 50s lore about the hypno glasses.
Right.
That it helps distort your
Which is
you
funny
looking
because
at
that
it.
got retconned in the 80s too. When
He would vibrate.
Clark, he kind of does a song
Almost, and that's where they got. That's where they took it. That's also where they wrote it into the Flash.
right.
They took that from Superman.
Right.
So,
Well,
or was it the opposite? It may have been the opposite. I don't know.
in the movie, are you talking the movie Flash?
No.
The
I'm
TV
talking.
series.
I'm talking comic book.
Oh, the comic book. Okay.
Because Superman
No,
Superman had multiple different ways to. Superman could actually shapeshift, grow his hair out, just by thinking about it. He could do all this kind of to make it to where people did not.
Well, it depends on what time frame you're talking about.
Exactly.
After they retroed him
In the
then he couldn't
60s,
shapeshift.
in the 60s, it was
He could shapeshift.
he could
He could split himself in two. He could watch your language. He could split himself in two. He could change his molecules. He could change his facial features.
Yeah, he could shoot little mini hymns out of his out of his head.
So if he shot hot dogs out of his eyes, would that be neat vision?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But he back in like the 40s and 50s, anytime they needed a special power for him to prevail, somehow he would always seem to come up.
And what makes it bad? And not makes it bad, but what makes it interesting though, is the fact that with Superman, because Superman is not of this planet and is not, unlike some of the other creatures or some of the other, whether it be creatures or even the humans on Earth that have certain powers and abilities.
Mhm.
Superman can actually, and it is canon even to this day.
Right.
Matter of fact, pre-crisis Superman, who is in the current comics now, and still has those powers.
Mhm.
They just don't utilize them what they do anymore.
Right.
They somewhat fall to the wayside, but he's got a lot of those powers. And I was reading this the other day that, those powers are still there, but nothing has come up to where he needs to use them. And it's just because, and his body, his molecular construction of his body is so different and changing literally every day that his power is pretty much limitless. So tomorrow's comic could be, he could all of a sudden something else could come up. And it's because, and again, the way they fix that in the comics is to basically say that because he's not from Earth, he's from, his body is different than,
Right.
and yeah, so.
Right.
Hence the reason why he can shoot mini hymns out of his hand and turn into a
Right.
lion or shapeshift and all
Right.
this other kind of stuff. That was even by the 60s, 50s, and in the early 70s.
Well, wasn't it?
And then in the 80s is when they really did okay, we're getting like way obscure with whatever going on. Because that was when
Right.
90% of all the multicolored kryptonite came through.
Right.
And then in the 80s was like, okay, we need to dial this back down a little bit.
Right. Yeah. They need to unclutter and yeah. So,
But every issue he was coming up with a new power. Almost.
one of the runs I saw back in like the very early 80s, like around 81, 82, they had a crossover event between Action Comics and the Superboy comics. What happened was present day Clark is told about a certain day, what happened on this day, and he doesn't remember ever going through that day. He can remember everything he's done all his life, what he's had for breakfast, who he's talked to, and all this stuff. But that one day, he can't remember it. So he's like, something must have happened that I've blocked it out. So he flies back in time. Okay?
Oh yeah, that's another thing. He can actually time travel. He's fast enough to time travel. And his hearing and seeing is actually well enough. No, his hearing, not hearing, his seeing. Can actually see into the future.
Right. Now,
and the past.
Here's the other thing. Now, Superboy, he had a meeting with the Legion in the 31st century. Okay? So he's flying into the future.
Right.
And what happens is Superboy and Superman go bam and hit each other.
The Big Bang.
And then they fall back to their respective timelines. But there's a problem. Clark of the future is now in Superboy's head. Superboy is now in Superman's head. So now you've got Superman going, oh, Mom Potter's still alive, and oh, there's Lana. I forgot how pretty she is, and you know, he's more seasoned, and everybody kind of notices Clark seems a little more responsible than he used to be.
Right.
But he always seems to know ahead of time what to do. He's a lot more comfortable with his powers. But Superboy in the future, he's like, what? Where's Lana? Where's Mom Power dead? Oh, Jimmy and Lois seem nice. Boy, this Lois is really throwing herself at me. Could we be having something going on? So then he starts having problems with it. He's like, I know too much about the future, about my future. I can't do that because then if I screw something up, I can throw the whole timeline out of whack.
Right.
And meanwhile, Superman's saying, I got to get back to my time because I've already lived this and I don't want to live it all over again.
Right.
So he gets to figuring, does the math in his head, and he's like, okay, if I leave it this time, I can run into him again. So Superboy, he leaves a note for Superboy to find in the future.
Yep.
And so Superboy goes, okay, I'm going to fly back at this time. So they would bam, and they hit again, and their mind swaps again. So then as they crash into each other, the Superman says, okay, you're going to forget everything you saw on this day. Okay?
Yep.
So that you don't affect the timeline. So that's why the future.
And no, it was not the kissing hypno thing that you see in Superman 2.
No. So, yes, exactly. That would be a little freaky. But, yeah, so that's why Superman can't remember that day in the past.
Right.
You know, so as soon as he comes back, he's like, so I wonder what happened that day. Oh, well, it's no big deal.
Right.
Whereas Superboy, he doesn't remember his whole time travel adventure.
Right.
So everything goes back to normal. Plus, that's not even talking about the times that Superman has actually been to Krypton.
Yeah.
You know, flown back in the past to try and solve it. But then he realizes that there's no Superman on Earth because he saved the planet.
Yeah.
So he has to go back and undo it.
Yeah.
Which is shades of Flashpoint.
Right.
It is.
Oh, 100%. You know, but again, there goes, it just all depends on what's going on, how they're writing it and everything else. So,
right.
Again, every once in a while you got to wrangle things back in. So which, sometimes it's aggravating especially in the comics,
right.
when you do a good 2 to 3 years and, it's like, well, we're getting stale. So we're going to reboot everything.
Right.
And like, yeah, trust me. I know Jess gets tired of it.
I know two different types of movies I would pay good money to see. One's a Superman film, and the other would be a Batman film. So,
See,
but anyway, but the Superman one, I read about this on Facebook. Somebody gave this idea, and I thought it was a good one. Let's say that there's the mafia or the CIA or somebody
Okay.
wants to go after Clark. Okay, but Clark finds out about it, because he's investigative journalist.
Right.
So every time they try to kill him, he does something so it looks like he bumbles his way out of getting killed.
Right.
And they're wondering why they can't kill him. I would watch a whole movie of that.
Oh, 100%.
So they're like, I know I pointed a gun at him. How did he fall down the stairs at the last second and escape getting hit by a bullet? What is this? Is this guy? What? He must be the luckiest son of a luck on the planet. And the other one would be for Batman would be the Phantom Stranger. You know who Phantom?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, have him come back and they did a comic on this, but I would love to see it in movie form. But where Phantom Stranger goes, okay, there's a multiverse, and each one is kind of staggered 20 years, and there's a multiverse out there where Thomas and Martha Wayne are about to be killed, and I'm giving you the chance to stop it. I can't take you back in time to change your own destiny, but
Right.
have you go save them. So he takes Robin with him. They go back into the past, or they go into this multiverse. Okay, so they find out, okay, in this multiverse, there's no Red Star, there's no Krypton, there's no nothing, there's not going to be any Superman. Okay, and most of the heroes are street level, like the Crimson Avenger or the Sandman, or there might be Alan Scott Green, and stuff. So, but nobody that could there wasn't really a lot of heroes.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's like, Gotham won't have a hero if he saves Bruce's parents. That's the problem Dick Grayson's having. So he's like, maybe I need to try to stop Bruce from stopping this from happening.
Right.
But Bruce is like, oh, skip that. No, if I can save their lives, I'm going to save their
We'll
lives.
do it. Yeah.
No kid should have to grow up in despair and sadness like I did.
Right.
So I'm going to save him. So at the last second, Grayson goes, you know what? He's right. I can't let innocent people die. So he goes to rush to help him. But he's already too late because Bruce got there. He stops Joe Chill from killing him. Okay.
Right.
And so as they're leaving, he goes, I hope we did the right thing. He goes, trust me, 2 innocent lives got saved. We did the right thing. So as they go back, they do an epilogue to it where Bruce Wayne, as a kid, he saw his parents being mugged, and some dark, shadowy figure come out and stopped it. And he's like,
That's
he's like, that's what we need here. That's what we need in Gotham to keep innocent. So when he grows up, he still does all the training and all this stuff, and he still becomes Batman. But this Batman is a different type of Batman.
because he's got his family. Yep.
He's inspired by the Batman he saw, as opposed to, being
inspired by the fear.
inspired by the fear, or driven by this sadness of losing his parents. Instead, this is born of inspiration and hope and preparedness. Let's put it like that.
Yeah.
So I would love to see a movie like that.
Oh yeah. We've got the Elseworld stuff that James Gunn can put together, so why not? I mean, yeah.
I would say that's something they should do.
Yeah.
So.
All right, let's get let's get to this. It's 8:15. Again, anybody got any questions? Please, anybody say hi, whatever. I don't know how many we have on here. Okay, hey. But we have again SI Comic Con this weekend. We have Hayden Purcell, Wyatt Weed, and Patricia Patz this Saturday at
The Benton Civic Center.
Benton Civic Center for SI Con. So from 10 to 5. So come on out. Let's have some fun. Meet those 3 awesome people and meet all the awesome people there as well. Then fast forward. Heroes for Kids Comic-Con. The date is set. The times are set.
Right.
Scheduled to be coming. Our guests are set. July 18th and 19th.
Right.
Perryville, Missouri. Perry Park Center.
Mm-hmm.
Heroes for Kids and Villainous Grounds. Oh, tickets go on sale. No joke. April 1st. Brought to you by Heroes for Kids and Villainous Grounds. Our beneficiaries are the Perry County, or the Missouri National Veterans Memorial Wall, and we have Camp Hope. Please click on their links, watch their videos. Very inspiring, very awesome. It hits the feels every time. I've learned about Camp Hope here recently. I've known about it for a while, but learned a little bit more about it here recently. It's an awesome organization. Perryville is actually just a couple miles up from my house. Not even a couple miles from my house. Right. We were talking about this off and on at Big River Comic Con, the Veterans Memorial Wall.
Right.
We've met tons of military vets coming into BRCC.
Right.
And it was one of those things. This wall, again, it's not the mobile wall that used to be out or may still be out. I've actually gotten to help do escorts with the mobile wall before. That was awesome.
Right, the mobile wall. They actually had it at the soccer complex at one time. It's nowhere near as big.
No.
The one out there is the same size.
It even sits at the same
angle point
in the same to where the light catches it the exact same way.
Right.
The one in Washington D.C. does.
At 1:1 scale. And,
all the way down to the misprinting of the names that are on the wall in Washington are also on the wall on this wall.
Right. Yeah. It's exactly the same. Just location.
And again, we have 123 days, 13 hours, 43 minutes, and the seconds are counting down. Our guests this year are awesome best-selling comic book author Cullen Bunn. You know what? I'm going to do this. We're going to go into this. Oh, shoot. I'm going to spin it around a little bit. Now, I'm Yep, I did it again.
Yeah.
Cullen Bunn. Oh. Okay, who has read comic books such as The Sixth Gun, Harrow County, Bone Parish, The Damned, The Empty Man, Regression, The Ghoul Next Door, The Basilisk, and Deluge. He has also written for all of us geeks. Oh, well, those are geeks too. For all of us comic book geeks, Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe, Uncanny X-Men, X-Men Blue, Magneto, The Asgards of the Galaxy for Marvel, Sinestro, and Lobo for DC, and Shadow Man and Punk Mambo for Valiant. Cullen has also has written comics for nearly all major comic publishers, including Marvel, Image, Dark Horse, DC, Valiant,
Vault,
Press, thank you,
IDW, Dynamite, Outland Entertainment, New England Comics, and a whole bunch more. So
his adult horror novels, Bones of Our Stars, Blood of Our World, came out in 2025 from Galaxy Books. He will be at our show this year. So it's awesome. Check it out. Here's some of his stuff he's got right there. It's going to be awesome. Then we have the awesome, talented comic artist, Jonathan McDaniels. Here, look at that.
Nailed it.
Some good art. Let's see. He has done created covers for publishers. Go ahead and read it off.
Dynamite, Charter, Kendra, Ethereal, SourcePoint, and Cobra Comics, and titles such as Don't Pay the Ferryman, Valhalla, Scarlet Steel, Draculina, Abigail, Fallen Leaves, and more. He's also been published in the magazines World of Goth, Shazzles, and Artista. He's worked for the film My Blade Is Your Salvation. So, that's what he's been up to.
Yeah. Then we have best-selling, award-winning author Brandon T. Schneider. She's got that one on your side. I'll let you go for it.
Okay, so he's the best-selling author of the award-winning Dark Knight Manual, as seen in Entertainment Weekly, Time, Forbes, and Wired, as well as the Avengers Infinity War, the Cosmic Quest series, and the Rube Award-winning Rube Goldberg and His Amazing Machine series. He's also written books featuring Cartoon Network favorites like Adventure Time and Regular Show, Marvel Spider-Man and Black Panther, plus pop culture icons such as Justice League, Star Wars, and The Muppets. He's also been an actor, and he's appeared on High Fidelity, The Deuce, Bull, Inside Amy Schumer, Rachel Dratch's Late Night Snack, Late Night with Conan O'Brien, and Law & Order SVU, as well as various commercials, plays, and short films. Right now he lives in New York City, where he's a member of the Writers Guild of America and the Screen Actors Guild.
Yep. And there's a few other things that a few stuff that he's got there. Next, we are returning. She is coming back. We have the Bronze Age Batgirl, Karen Whitfield. Karen is the Bronze Age Batgirl. She toured with Adam West and Burt Ward and the Cape Crusaders from 78 to 84. They performed live on stage, followed by meet and greets for the fans and of the Batman 66 TV series and the 77 Adventures of Batman animated series. Karen is an author, the author of Bat-Driven West, which chronicles the never-before-told stories of what it was like to get to know one of the original dynamic duos in and out of superstardom. Out of their identities. Karen also tells her story of what it was like to become the Bronze Age Batgirl and to be the second heroine to wear the Batmantle. So the first would have been Yvonne Craig.
Right.
She is the second.
Now, originally they had planned to have Yvonne Craig do it, but she was also working on Star Wars at the time, so she could not do it. So what they ended up doing, Karen was dating Burt Ward
at the time,
right?
Yes,
and so he said, "Well, why can't we have her playing Batgirl?" Because every time they did a meet and greet, everybody's like, "Where's Batgirl?" And how about we have her be Batgirl? So that's how she got the gig.
And on top of that, not only did she end up becoming Batgirl, but at that same time, they brought Barbara Gordon into the comic books in the new black and gold suit. And Karen, as you see right here, is the black. Right. Karen was now then the Batgirl for the comic.
Right.
So Karen Whitfield is detective in the Detective Comics book of the Black and Gold, where you see the new Batgirl running across the page.
Right.
That is actually Karen Whitfield now portrayed as Batgirl.
Right.
Then we have, son of a gun, my ear is ringing like crazy. Dang it. We have voice actor Creek Wilson. It's on your side. Hit it.
Okay, so he's raised in a small town in Jasper, Alabama by his parents, Buddy and Francis Wilson. So he dedicated himself to a career in country music. However, at the age of 24, and after a tragic situation that left him fighting for his life, he was forced to relinquish his aspirations in the music industry. So he he ended up having family and a successful career in sales. But after many years, he noticed something was missing his daughter realized something was missing in her father's life and suggested he return to the entertainment industry. So at the ripe age of 50, he began his career as a professional actor. So he's done major roles in a variety of productions and genres, including the Budweiser Super Bowl commercial of 2017, Red Dead Redemption 2, 2018, Wounds in 2019, M.A. in 2019, and Pureflix Sons of Thunder 2020, The Wilderness Road in 2021. Netflix, We Have a Ghost 2023, Twisted Metal in 2023, Gunner in 2023, and many others. So that's basically what we have on Creek Wilson here.
Yeah.
You know,
So check it out on his Instagram. Gotten to meet the guy a couple times. He has been an awesome guy to meet. Please come out. As you see, check out. We've got all their prices for all of their merch and everything. Autographs and merch and everything. So please come on out. Heroes for Kids Comic-Con, July 18th and 19th, Perry Park Center. Let's get out of that. Let's go back into...
I dare you to say that word.
Semi-quincentennial.
You got it. You've been practicing. All right.
All right.
I said that word at work today. I was like, people were like...
And then he was jumping up and down for joy because he actually said it. And they go, what'd you say? Send it in and you did go and tell him.
Luke in the hat.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah. And they were like, so Mayfest, are you going to be Batman or are you going to be, what are you going to be? I said, I don't know yet. It depends on who I get. I may be Batman. I may more likely be Captain America.
Right.
And they said, well, why would you be Captain America when we're used to seeing you as Batman? I said, because of the semi-quincentennial.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And they were like, the what?
Yeah.
Don't make me say it.
Okay. We got some new vendors on our list right now. We're going to throw them out there. Anybody wants to be a vendor at Heroes for Kids Comic-Con. Here's the kicker. Okay, actually not a kicker. This is the awesome part about being a vendor at our show. It's tax deductible. Okay. You click on this link. You fill out the application form. You fill it out. You send it to us. Jess sends you your paperwork. You send us the money. That money that you just put in for your spot at our booth is a donation to Heroes for Kids and a donation to the Missouri National Veterans Wall and Camp Hope. So Jess will write you out a receipt. It'll be in your little packet when you get here. So, dude, I mean, come on. You're already making your money back when you walk through the door.
Right.
So we have Podig's paintings. Whoa, a little too far.
Yeah.
There we go.
Then we got the authors, Nathan Justice. Everybody thought that was a fake name, but it turns out it's his actual name.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that kind of threw me. But
We have the Boot Hill Bat Fam,
Chelsea Quinn cosplay,
Colonel Ambush, handmade jewelry.
full forgeries.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
The Crystal Lizard.
Of course, the grand us, Heroes for Kids.
House of Collectibles 1611.
Independent Thinker Comics.
J and N, I almost said J and D. J and N 3D
S&M. Low Cools.
Little Black Cat Company.
Quilting Mother C.R. Pring.
And Santa will be there with all his awesome Funko Pops.
And of course, Villainous Grounds, our cohorts in crime, our wingmen in mayhem,
And the deliciously
fiendishly wonderful
coffees
and slushies and
Chad, we talk about Villainous Grounds the whole time, a lot. Let's see if it'll actually, let me pull this up here. we're going to do this. We talk about Villainous Grounds all the time. We're going to do this.
They've been here over 10 years now.
Yeah. Come on. There we go.
Yeah.
Villainous Grounds. Right now they've got their holiday out. Okay, Villainous Grounds. Again, coffee, comics, you name it, they've got it. So here's their hours. Regular business hours are Tuesday through Saturday, Monday from 6 to 5. Then their Monday hours are 6 to 10 a.m. Again, they roast their own beans.
Right.
You need coffee, they've got it. Speaking of, that's actually the first tagline down there.
Right.
The shop address is 26 North Jackson Street here in Perryville. Again, as you see, here's our holiday hours right now. So again, as you see, look, closed for Heroes for Kids Comic-Con. So
that's where they will be.
That's where they will be.
So you got to get your fix of
yes,
Villainous coffee.
I was just talking to somebody today about that, because they closed the shop, and they're like, yeah, but they closed shop, but you can still get your coffee.
Right.
Come to the Comic-Con.
Right.
Okay, you drop a donation for Heroes for Kids Comic-Con, and you get over there and get you a good cup of coffee.
Right.
Boom.
Right.
And you never know, that little kid inside of you may see something as you're walking across the front of the venue that goes, dude, that looks awesome. I gotta go check it out.
Right.
Again, what we do is for everybody. Geeks, non-geeks alike. I guarantee you there is some parent out there that, thought at one time that there was that little toy that, made them happy. Or they found something, or a mom or a daughter saw something that mom thought was cute. So that daughter goes out and gets mom, and you would not. Get Christmas gifts, birthday gifts, you name it. We've probably got it at our show. It's awesome. You want your coffee? They can get it, and they can also do other stuff for you as well. And then they have a little bit of here is your their little bit of welcome to Villainous Grounds. Need coffee? We've got you covered. Got a sweet tooth? We have chocolate, truffles, pastries, shakes, fruit smoothies. Oh, speaking of smoothies, go in and ask them for the Superman. It is awesome. Now again, Villainous Grounds doing a Superman smoothie. Okay. Again, I have they will. If you can't have something, they'll see what they can't do to make it. Right. There's a lot of fruits and stuff that I can't have.
Right.
And I wanted to try a smoothie because, I've read smoothie this, all had ingredients in it. There was at least one ingredient in everything I couldn't have. Mary Jo went in, did the research, and hooked me up with a smoothie. It's called the Superman. Go in, ask for it. It is delicious. Nice, bright orange, or not orange, but yellow, almost as yellow as that cup there. It tastes delicious. So,
and of course, when it comes to coffee, they've got the Dark Knight.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So they've got the Dark Knight, and then they got the Superman smoothie. See, look there. They catch it above.
Yeah. So if you want to stay up all night and have something dark and powerful in your gullet, get yourself a Dark Knight.
They also have Nitro Cold Brew, Italian soda. We can hook you up. Buy beans by the pound for brewing at home even. I've got several pounds. I don't drink coffee. How's this? I drink, they brew their own stuff, or they roast their own beans. After drinking coffee from Villainous Grounds, it is hard for me to drink coffee from somewhere else.
Right.
It is. It's just, it's a legal drug.
Right.
And also, you want to pick up some comic books? Browse their selection. They've got awesome. Submit a pull list, titles, I just submitted new stuff. Sorry, Jess, on stuff on there. There's their email address. So again, they are, and again, Heroes for Kids Comic-Con, they are again.
He's 20 years in a scallop cape, though.
I'm going to kick you in the shins. Again, it is a fun, exciting, day for everybody. Again, and then they have,
Villainous Bazaar.
they have their Villainous Bazaar, which is upstairs, their craft area.
Yeah.
They have a Mad Hatter's tea room, and it looks awesome.
Yeah.
And then again,
Nemo coffee.
Nemo coffee, Happy New Year, and then the coffee and holiday cookies and stuff. I mean, again, check them out. Again, Villainous Grounds, awesome people, awesome place to go and just sit if you want to sit and have just a quiet day to have just a cup of coffee and watch people run the stop sign in front of the coffee shop.
Right.
You can sit there and do it all day and laugh at it.
Right.
Trust me. I couldn't tell you how many times we sat there and laughed about it.
What I kind of like about the place is they've got a big map of the United States on the wall, and people that come from various parts of the country, they put a little pin in where they come from. Of course, Missouri is like
Missouri's just cluttered, right?
Cluttered. But if you look over on the side, you'll see
Gotham City.
You
Or
look
way up top
way up top, you'll see Krypton
and North Pole, or the Fortress of Solitude,
Yeah,
Star City,
Atlantis.
yeah, and yes, we did that. Our characters would go in there, and we would do that in character. We would put Krypton.
Well, and the funny thing is, David kind of facilitated.
Oh yeah, he did.
We walked in during Mayfest, and he's like, "Okay, you got to put Gotham City up on there." There you go. Yeah. But anyway,
so yeah. So again, you want to look and see what they got. Check out the links that are there. For our vendors. So again, July 18th and 19th, Perry Park Center. Tickets go on sale April 1st. No joke. Definitely no joke.
Okay.
If you want to, let's see. If you want to sponsor, click on the link. That's on the main page. Click on the link. Go down. Fill out a sponsor. Right now, we'll do this right now. We want to thank the Republic Monitor, City of Perryville, Perryville Walmart. We have the Advanced Labor Day Picnic, TG, Missouri.
yeah.
We have the Butler County Emergency Management, Benningford, Perryville, Mattingly Box Store for Dental, Charity Floor Covering, Perryville Outdoor Products, and I know we've got at least 2 or 3 more we haven't gotten listed on there yet. So again, the more money we can raise, the more we get to help back to the top.
You'll get to see your cousin this weekend, by the way.
The more we get to help
These guys
here.
Right.
Again, look forward to it. I can't wait to see everybody at Benton this weekend.
You're going to see Supergirl there.
Possibly.
Chelsea's going to be bringing her Supergirl.
Again, love seeing everybody this weekend at Benton.
Yeah.
Loved seeing everybody at BRCC, Big River Comic Con. So Chelsea or Debbie, it was awesome hanging out with you. You put on an excellent show. Love you, dear. It was again every year. Look forward to seeing it every year. Tessa, come here.
We hope we kind of helped enhance it a little bit for you.
Yeah. Again, that's the whole.
Yeah.
It's the whole purpose of doing these lives.
You made us feel real comfortable in there, and you did good. And
again, some of these shows we call we call our second homes because, again,
It's like a family reunion.
yeah, it's like a family reunion every time we go to them. So again, Deb, your show was awesome.
Chelsea said something.
We had a blast in Hannibal at Big River Comic Con. Thank you so much for having us. Look forward to next year.
Yeah, it was
And-
groovy, baby.
Yeah, it was groovy, buddy.
You had more mojo now.
Benton, Illinois, Benton Civic Center, the 21st from 10 to 5.
Yes.
Wyatt Weed, Patricia Patz, Haven Parcell will be at Benton SI Comic Con. Get there from 10 to 5, Benton Civic Center. Come out, hang out with us this weekend. So, and then also any sponsors, any vendors, you want to get on another awesome show. And I'm not saying that because it's my show. I'm saying it because it's a blast. Come out, like I said, fill out the applications, get them sent in. We love to see you guys. And again, we'll rewind that a little bit, but Benton, Illinois, Benton Civic Center. Yes. This Saturday, Wyatt Weed, Haven Parcell, Patricia Patz, come out, hang out with us. It's going to be a blast this weekend on Saturday. Come on out. Let's have some fun at the Benton Civic Center, Benton, Illinois. And then, on that note, we love you guys. Check out our Heroes for Kids page. Get on this page, like it, share it, follow it.
Right.
Instagram, Heroes for Kids, Perryville Mo. Instagram, or
Once
Instagram.
we get to a certain amount of viewers, then we can start monetizing. and
On
all of
YouTube,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, and all of that will go back into Heroes for Kids to help these
Help these
organizations that we help out.
Definitely. So, again, YouTube, Facebook, and our Instagram page,
Right.
all under Heroes for Kids, Perryville Mo. This here, check out the website, heroesforkidscomiccon.org. We love you guys. See you guys this weekend.
Yes.
Benton, Illinois, SI Con.
Be there.
Be there, or the Predator's coming for you.
Yeah. Or peppermint patty.
Peppermint Patty, probably too.
Yeah.